Teacups and tires, a journey untold, where passion ignites and the world unfolds. From humble beginnings to a checkered line, I'm chasing my dreams, one lap at a time.
Hello and welcome to Teacups and Tires, where every lap begins with the perfect brew. I'm your team principal, TNT. This week in Breakcheckin news, Verstappen is named the 2025 AlphaTauri brand ambassador. I mean, are we surprised? I would like to give a congratulations, but I don't see how I can, and I don't mean to be cheeky. We're talking AlphaTauri, as in the Red Bull's fashion company, but technically not sister team, but everybody knows it's like the junior Red Bull team. Talking about Scuderia AlphaTauri that has changed its name more times than a black girl has changed her hairstyle. I mean, I don't want to speak for anybody I really don't know, but I kind of have to agree with, Norris. Like, we're having the same idea, same trend fall. Are we surprised? I've always been a firm believer of not applauding a fish for swimming. And honestly, this is like applauding a fish for swimming. This is applauding a shark for eating things right now. If I'm not mistaken, he's been with his team since 2016, and I'm pretty sure he's been like the face of Red Bull since then. And not to mention, he has 4 consecutive wins, so I'm not understanding that. But it makes sense from a business standpoint why AlphaTauri would want Verstappen as the face of their campaign or as their ambassador for this year. Right. If Verstappen really wants to reach his full potential and wants to reach a broader audience, how is this helping him besides the money? I like this photo, but it doesn't express my point completely. When it comes to Verstappen, I am not a ride or die fan, and I'm not an absolute hater. I'm just indifferent to him and the team. And I will say I do like Red Bull from an engineering standpoint and some of their strategies. I do like them for that, but other than that, besides their tech and some of their strategies, I could care less about the team. Instead, this is like the biggest thing when everybody talks about Red Bull, it's like there can't be any nuance. So let's just call a spade and get this out of the way right now. I believe that there was probably some cost cap stuff happening. Yep. Do I believe that there was probably some shady practices happening probably on the team? Probably so, like everything in life. When it comes to Verstappen as like the public figure he see, do I believe that he may be painted as like F1's supervillain? Yeah, I do. Do I think DTS kind of helped that? Yeah. On the other hand, do I think he does have a very explosive personality type? Yeah, but I don't know the man, so I can't judge a person by his character from what I see, race weekend. That's so dumb. Now, when we're talking about Verstappen solely as the driver, can he be an aggressive driver? Yes. He is a very aggressive driver, and that's just a straight fact. On the other hand, do I think he gets away with some of the stuff that he does because there's a lot of drivers on the grid that he pretty much dog walks over? Yes. But I do think there are the G drivers on the grid that do need to kind of grow up here cones or pales and kind of be aggressive right back towards them. Like, be safe, but fight fire with fire. And I said all that word to say that my feelings towards him as a driver and a personality type are different from my feelings towards him as the business person. As I am watching the sport more and learning about the industry because I want to go into it, I'm realizing that all the brands he chooses are extremely safe. Being European and being a very proud German, I definitely understand picking brands that are true to your roots, your culture, where you live, all that stuff. As Verstappen is a Dutch-Belgian driver, it makes sense that he would support a Dutch Beat Ram. No, maybe I'm not seeing any of his new campaigns, but it's just extremely weird. While he's at the top of his gang. He's not branching out more. Like, you cannot tell me that there is no one on his team that has suggested more luxury Dutch brands or Belgian brands that he could be supporting. And honestly, it doesn't even have to be a luxury brand, but a brand outside of what he's normally doing, you get a broader fan base. And I guess you have to think, maybe he doesn't want his brand or his, like, influence or whatever to be outside of those who are not F1 or motorsports fans. Which, I mean, in this day and age, that's a waste. Like, if you have so much influence, get to the people you can. Capitalism, babes. And I mean, when I was doing research on this, there is a lot of brands that are high in Dutch and Belgian brands that still fit his personal style of a person who would rather wear jeans and a suit. I mean, when I was reading an article of, he was like, oh, I'm so happy for this ambassadorship. I wear AlphaTauri's clothes every day. Because you work for that company. Just in quick research, I was able to find Kings of Indigo, G-Star Raw, that are high-end, I would guess, street fashion companies. We also have, I think, Ace and Tate, which is a glasses company, which is honestly perfect. And then we have this other brand, and I'm not even going to pronounce the name because, you know, me and French, we don't like each other. I'm not too big on the Dutch automotive company area because I know some of these places went bankrupt. There is still a market there that you could be reaching. And I just want to preface, because maybe he has done other brand ambassadorships in the past of other companies, but I just started watching F1 in 2020. And from then, I haven't heard anything like this. And even when I was outside of the motorsports world, I was still always into automotive, and I still hadn't heard anything, which is weird. I know to be an brand ambassador is the company picking you, so you don't want to compare what other drivers are doing. But we have Zhou Wangju doing Dior and doing other campaigns. I'm not sure which campaign this is from. We have Sainz doing a L'Oreal commercial. Now, if you don't even know what F1 is, but you see this man, and you're watching this commercial, you're gonna explore. This is great marketing. And I get it. We only care about the driver's driving and what he can bring to the track. But being an NBA girly, we gotta talk about the personal branding and how he can expand. Newer consumers, whether they're gearheads or not, do not want this nepotism-style marketing. We want you to branch out and find your niche elsewhere. I mean, I just hate to see wasted potential, and even though he's one of the most highest paid drivers, I still hate seeing wasted money. There's so much more his brand can go if he's not under the wings of Red Bull. Honestly, maybe in his contract he has a non-complete clause, so maybe that's why he can only pick and choose certain things. But, I mean, congratulations for getting brand ambassadorship for the company that you work for. But what do I know, because I'm just a girl with her mic, her Teacups and Tires, brewing the ultimate mix of style and speed. With all that being said, this has been Breakcheckin News with your girl, TNT.